Hey guys, welcome to MaiMediaTV. My name is Ola. How are you doing, guys? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It depends on the times and the location where you are watching us for. I hope you guys are doing great on a day. I have with me today Mr. Shem, which is one of my big brothers here. So I want him to introduce himself just by his name.
Good day, everyone. As you can see, the yellow popo is here. My name is Mr. Shem. You know, that's my name.
Today we have some things to discuss about, as we always do on our platform here. So this one is coming from your favorite actress, Chacha Eke-Faani, who is a popular Nigerian actress in Hollywood. She came on her Instagram page to declare to the public that she's no more interested in a relationship anymore, and this has really created a lot of controversy, and a lot of people have shared their opinion. So we should bring this one to you guys so that you can know what is really happening. But because before we talk about these things, let me just read what she said on her platform to you guys so that you can say. She said, "Many have died pretending all is well, while wishing, hoping and praying for a better tomorrow. I don't want to die or go inexplicable missing. I sincerely publicly apologize for living a lie this past year. True to random speculation, there has been a trouble in my passive paradise. For the second time in 2 years, I am here again on social media boldly to declare that I am done with my marriage." You can imagine that. She said she's done with her marriage. Many long overdue reluctantly stands on this. Of course, no news of Austin Fanny, which is her husband, the doctor, and my parents. If push comes to shove and suddenly I am incommunicado, maybe missing, my lawyer, the welfare departments and the Nigeria police force has my testimonial in recorded video, clips, statements set to public to release on all social media apps and national newspaper. This one is coming from the beautiful actress there. We don't know the major reason why she has to serve her husband this kind of breakfast, because it was very strange. But according to what she wrote here, she attached everything to domestic violence. Guys, what do you think about domestic violence? I have not been able in any kind of position condone any domestic violence in my life before, because it's any domestic violence leads to the death of the husband or the woman. So because if you subject yourself to any domestic violence by managing that kind of a relationship, sometimes you may have issues that you've never had before in your life. And we have different kind of a domestic violence. So this issue of Chacha Eke, it has been a trending issue on social media, and a lot of people have been trending, chipping their own opinions about this stuff. But the husband has come out to even say much about this case, that he has never touched this woman in his life before. And we are thinking, who is really lying in this case? Is it the wife that is lying or the husband that is lying on this case? But before anything, let me try to read what this man has wrote on his Instagram about the wife. He said, "I am not a violent person. Personally, I detest violence in any form. I have never raised any hands on any woman in my life, including my wife. Everyone close to this case know the absolutely truth, and it is not in my place to divulge it. The one person who started the talk when the due time continued to talk, let the light lead." This one is coming from the Austin Fanny there. He debunked the report, being the statement made in by his wife, that he subjected her to domestic violence by beating her, by doing a lot of things to her in the house. But what do you think, Mr. Shen? Let's talk about this stuff. What do you think? The husband said, "I have never beat any woman in my life before," but the wife is coming out that she has been subjected to domestic violence in the family. So what do you think about this thing? Because in a kind of view, this thing are really divided into two. The husband is saying, oh, people surrounded with us know the truth about this stuff. They know it is possible that this girl is trying to dodge some things, and the husband is okay. These people know the truth about this marriage, which the husband has not said specifically that this is the truth that is happening about this marriage, but he said people knows the truth. And this case, the woman, he said, I have been subjected to domestic violence, because he knows that nobody on earth will support domestic violence against the man and the woman. So what do you think?
Yeah,
you have to.
Okay. Yeah, you know what I'm going to say about this kind of thing is relationship is something that I don't advise other party to be involved in, because relationship brings a lot of let me say something that we cannot even at the end I don't even know I'm going to put it. Probably if you are trying to be an intermediary between husband and wife, they all knew how they met themselves, and they all knew what's going on between the two of them. Probably the husband may be right why the wife is wrong, and the wife may be right why the husband may be wrong. But on that aspect of violence, myself is not something I support. In a relationship and having this kind of violence, I don't think it's something that is okay by me. She understand, but
well, do you know one thing about this stuff? What I realized about this stuff is that that it is possible for a woman, if a woman want to quit a relationship, they can attach the relationship with domestic violence. Yeah,
it's possible. Women are very funny. Likewise, the way we guys too are really funny. At times, if a woman wants to stay out of a relationship, they need to have something as an excuse. That people will see that okay, this is the reason why she wants to leave the relationship, and this is why she's quitting the marriage. But for the husband side too, we need to I don't mean they can just call the two of them, then interview the two of them, hear the both side before you can judge.
This is just like an interview, because this is a social media platform, and they has come out to say their own side.
This is just a social media. You know what I'm saying? That anything happens on social media. Even this thing happening, how are we sure that is their original account?
No, it is. This
I'm just saying, I'm just saying, anybody can write on social media. You can write anything. I've watched some people on social media that they just came out and said, hey, blah, 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 today, this and that, my husband is beating me, I've not hit it. They came back the second day together, doing video, kissing and hugging, that they are not fighting.
Yeah, there are some cases like that. So, this person we are talking about is a popular person, is a Nollywood actor, and the husband also is a producer in the movie industry.
Wow.
So they are very prominent person in the society. So for them to come out to say something like this about their marriage, that okay, we are quitting this marriage, we are divorcing, we are leaving each other, there must be something tangible behind this scenario. You understand? So to me, what I see is that the husband, he said, I've never beat a woman in my life before.
Yeah, it's possible.
And the woman, he said, oh, I've been subjected to domestic violence. That means something is really, really happening in that relationship.
Yeah, as a responsible man, even though if he has done something like, probably they have issues or any violence between two of them, probably knowingly or it happens intentionally. She understand. He's not going to come on social media and boastfully say it out.
You see, we have a lot of people who have kept quiet.
On
this issue of domestic violence.
I remember a lady who died of recent. I think is one of the musicians.
That is So this woman was subjected to domestic violence in her marriage, and she kept quiet. She tried to marry the relationship, and she handed over into the grave. So these are things we continue to say to each other. When you are in any kind of form of domestic violence, talk to the people, say it. It's better. Even quitting your relationship or marriage is even better than to being in the grave.
Yes, no. It's better.
So sometimes what she's saying is good to my own opinion, but the fact is that who are we going to trust? Because the husband have debunked this kind of report that, oh, I have never beat any woman in my life, including my wife. So definitely you should know that there is something
is missing there that we did not know.
So today, a lot of people and a lot of actresses have came out to shake their opinions on this stuff that we really want to talk about also. This one is coming from Victoria Inyama. He has already shook her mouth on this case. He said, we move totally away from reality when you believe that there is a legitimate reasons to suffer. People validation, children's wanting to be belong, shame. There is things line between life and death, sanity and insanity. Abusers never change. They gently until you question your sanity. Definitely this woman is supporting the lady that maybe she knew some things or some secrets about this husband. That is why she can come on her own page to say this kind of things. Marriage is beautiful union between two loving people, not a narcissist and a victim. Nollywood actress Victoria Inyema reacts as an alleged colleague of Chacha Eke posted. So the husband said, my friends know the story. This is the friends of the lady who came out to support the girl about this issue of domestic violence. Victoria Inyema said, in any kind of form, it is better to question your sanity from insanity, and there is life and there is death. Choose one out of the two. So she support the woman in this report she wrote on her Instagram. But to me, I look at it in another way. It is easy for a woman to form or hide under what do they call it, domestic violence, if they want to quit
no
any relationship.
See, let me tell you something. You see, it's not easy. She understands. It's not something you can just cook and say you want to come to the social media and say that I'm quitting my marriage because I want to do other stuff. You know, probably something is wrong between two of them. That's probably they don't want to disclose on the social media. She understand. There may be something private within two of them they don't want to disclose. That is why they just try to use violence. But in another form, if you suggest or there is something very concord different between both of them that they don't want to say on social media, and a woman came out to say this kind of things on social media, even if you are quitting the relationship, you've already suggested to that man to a stigma that every woman will be looking at him as somebody who always beats woman, and you've already tarnished his image in the public. That even if you quit the relationship, no reasonable woman will come for a man who always beating a woman. Let me tell you.
So definitely he has already tarnished the image of the man. If this is not true and he wants to quit the relationship, he came under a pretense that okay, I want to use this thing as a cover up. Definitely you've already subjected that man into emotional domestic violence by accusing him of wrongdoing when he has never done something related to that scenario.
The truth is, if there is nothing similar to that, she's not going to come out and say that. You know, we have different kind of violence, probably slapping, beating, you understand, this kind of thing. Probably maybe once in a while the husband mistakenly slap her. I don't want that to come from my mouth because I'm not in their marriage, because husband and wife issue is something you can only chip in little and opt out. Because tomorrow now they can come back and reconcile, and we saying anything about it will not be the topic. You understand? So something is missing that is not open to everyone. I won't say more than that. Something is really
anyway, guys, that's the major issue about Chacha Eke case, about her husband, and a lot of people have been sharing their views on this. It is so sad that the woman came on social media to apologize and seek for divorce from her husband on the public. Vividly, we could not forget that we heard about the issues of a Kora Obidi, who also left her marriage not quite long, and these issues related to domestic violence, also about emotional domestic violence, infidelity, and something like that. So we also have the Ozenashi case, who managed the domestic violence in a marriage and eventually led to death. So we wish you guys this story. We just said we should bring these stories to you guys so that you can know what's trending across this social media.